Welcome back to God of War Fraggle Rock. Last episode we left off with our arrival here in Svartalfheim. We're just going to push a little ways into this today. We did a lot of side quests. We did some boss fights, pushed our way into the main quest for Tyr. You can see here we pulled our way up into the dwarven city of Nidavellir. Here we went up with Sindri, got some upgrades in. So just like in the last installment, Atreus ended up with an array of different arrows that he could shoot, and looks like we're gonna get more of the same, which is nice. We got like a sonic arrow here, sort of dispels these like shielded illusions. I don't recall if in the last installment it was an ability or not, but now we can make resurrection stones.
We're just looking for
Pushing forward, we met up with the Skald, who kind of pointed us in the right direction to sort of continue on the main quest.
Durlin's got no friends left. But if that's all you need, head out the back way there, and you'll see the safety office just across the river.
I like how the game opened up here a little bit. We got our first side quests.
But if you don't want to explore now, it looks like Durlin's place is through that open gate to the left.
So it just gave us a little fork in the road. I went right. I wanted to check out the side quests and get a little more backstory.
So which way do we go?
It definitely took some time, but I'm glad I did do the side quests. We got a lot of rare resources, some upgrade materials, and some ore to work on the Nidavellir armor set. With both of these side quests that we did, I got a little more backstory on Mimir and his history with Odin and why he ended up in the predicament that he did. We did end up running into the Hateful, these Draugr boss fights. This was the first one. I run into one later in the episode too. Very lucrative playthrough. We got a lot of upgrade materials and some upgrade materials for both our armor and our weapons. After defeating the boss, just run back up to where they spawned. There'll be a little pile of goodies for you, and the chest over here in the corner has a blade attachment. Just sort of by happen chance, I found this giant creature in the water that you learn about Mimir's history with it and how it came to be where it is, and we set that free. That was another fun little playthrough. A lot of puzzles, a lot of combat, so we got some good gear out of that as well. As you work your way through the quest, you have to unchain two fins and the tail, and as you go, you get a little backstory from Mimir as you kind of work your way through the puzzles. It's a nice kind of like, I wouldn't say quiet moment, but a nice chance to get some backstory. I think a lot of games do well when they make their side quests important to the main story and to the characters and not just empty questing. A little bit of Skyrim syndrome. I kind of forgot what I was doing, so we got back on track and hit up the extra mining rigs that I had left behind.
If you could call so meager a task done. A wee drop out of the Asgardian occupational bucket.
You must live with your deeds, but do not be troubled by them, brother.
Oh? And why not?
You were given an impossible problem. Do not blame yourself for...
Getting back on track, we finally pushed into Durlin's headquarters. He's got like a little office set up where he gave us directions to go and find Tyr in the mines. Well, we walked our way right into another boss fight. This one was really fun and wasn't overly difficult. I really loved this sort of finishing ending that you and Atreus do together.
That one was tough.
Very valuable fight. We got 2 upgrades out of this. I believe a runic attack and a weapon upgrade.
Wasn't that Drekius who killed the first one we found?
If so, it was their aggression. Got them both killed.
Once we were inside the mines, it was a lot of puzzles. I didn't dislike it by any means. The gameplay definitely just slowed down a little bit here as I figured out how to work our way through all these doors and lifts, but it was a really fun time through. I actually really enjoyed the ambience of it. The mines are a really cool area.
If I were imprisoned by Odin and finally freed, Odin would obviously be at the top of my list.
Got one more hateful Draugr boss fight here. This one was just a little bit tougher than the last. The arena's a lot smaller than the last fight. Once we were introduced to the Einherjar, they have a Bifrost attack. It's kind of like almost like a poison damage that doesn't tick. Once it takes away that block of health, if they hit you again, it'll take care of that, but that will heal over time if you let it. Dispatch them best we could, and then we were through the final door. That just about did it for this playthrough, this episode. Working on more today. Really enjoying the game so far. I hope you guys are too. You'll have to let me know what you think of it so far. I think it's an excellent sequel to the 2018 version so far. And we're not very far in it yet, so I'm excited for the road ahead. We finally found who we were looking for. We freed Tyr. He guided us out to the lift to get us out of the mines, and that's where I'm going to leave it off for today. You guys have a great one, and I'll see you on the next video.